Word.
I gotta make some deliveries and I'll check you back there, right?
On the rebound.
Bet. All right. Oh, shit. Let me check it out. That's the hype.
Newest, latest. Let me tell you the story of right hand, left hand. It's a tale of good and evil. Hey.
Freedom or death, we got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 Fight the power.
Spike Lee's seminal piece Do the Right Thing premiered on June 23, 1989, and hip-hop, cinema and African-American identities were forever irrevocably changed. High praise indeed, but the controversies and kickbacks of the film were unlike any for a generation. Claims that the film would incite black people to violence were prevalent amongst mostly white and some conservative black moviegoers, critics, and lawmakers alike. If Lee is a commercial opportunist, he's also playing with dynamite in an urban playground. The song Fight the Power was written for the film and became instantly anthemic. Selling over 500,000 singles, it resonated with especially working-class black youths throughout America. Like the film, the song received major backlash.
Movie Do the Right Thing. I think it was the first time that every word in a rap song was being scrutinized word for word and line for line.
Its lyrics were engaging, shocking, and insightful, or insightful, depending on your view. The song forms a motif throughout the film, constantly played from the fateful Radio Raheem's boombox throughout the Bed-Stuy area. However, its first instance in the film is in the opening sequence. Rosie Perez plays Tina, Mookie's Puerto Rican baby mother, during the film's diegesis. However, this extra-diegetic expositional dance sequence transcends her character and instead of introducing simply Tina, introduces the film's tropes and troubles in a 4-minute visceral dance sequence, branded vicious by Lee, which balances sensual and seductive motions and boxing moves with ease. It is also Tina who first signals the complex layered tensions and ambiguities that pervade the film, and, more broadly, Lee's art. This is the first and perhaps only instance in which the film was filmed on a set. Instead, for the rest of the film, Lee notably found real areas and repainted them, including spray painting graffiti for his artistic and political means. This extra-fictional setting reveals the sequence's extra-diegetic foundation. It is not intended as part of the narrative, but rather a microcosm of the entire piece's meaning. Much like Shakespearean prologues, the scene precedes and foreshadows the plot twists and turns to come.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
Fight the Power's lyrics were both specified for the film, but open and recognisable enough for unrelated public consumption. From allusions to Malcolm X to the Ku Klux Klan, the song is littered with dog whistles disguised by lyrical mastery.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
Wearing white sheets. He said, listen, nigger man, I'm the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. He said, there's no nigger better than me. Motherfuck you and Muhammad Ali. I threw my drink.
This is straight-up cultural war, voiced in the raw street vernacular of today's urban black hip-hop youth. The song's lyrics also directly foreshadow the acts of the film, like Sal's Pizzeria's notorious lack of brothers on the wall.
Yo, Mook! Mookie!
What?
How come you got no brothers up on the wall?
Man, ask Sal, right?
Hey, Sal, how come you got no brothers up on the wall here?
Thanks, son.
Sal, we're gonna boycott your fat pasta ass.
You're gonna
The song does not only feature at the start of the film, but, to the reported surprise of Public Enemy, is present throughout as Radio Raheem's theme song and the harbinger of racially driven tensions that bubble to boiling point at the film's climax. Jazz saxophonist Branford Marsalis, whose work can be heard 3 times throughout the film, called the song's placement and alignment with Radio Raheem the greatest marketing tool in the world, and he was arguably right. In the film, no one is clearly cut as a hero or villain, and we love to hate many of the characters, and Raheem's large bullyish stature and presence is not undone by the fateful ends he meets, nor are those ends justified by his thuggish exterior and posture. By aligning the song not only to a pivotal character, but one with such undeniable controversy, the song is posited not as the anthem of the good Negro, but rather the black man of the streets.
They were exceptional human beings. So in a way they were saying we deserve our rights because we're good. And I feel like that's the only way they had to do the fight at the time, because there were people who were saying that we were subhuman.
Unusually, the song plays to the very end, when it is replaced by the strident blare of an alarm clock. Both Lee's movie and Public Enemy's song were designed to wake people up. Lee's alignment of the song with Raheem makes this point unequivocally clear, and though Raheem's death is undoubtedly the most pivotal part of the film, it is made more meaningful still by his constant call for us to fight the power that inevitably killed him. Lee not only directed the film, but also a music video accompaniment to the song, which features a stage protest in which the song is used as anthemic for the first time in a long line of real-life protests and riots engaging with the music's message and motto. The music video ends on the same street corner that Do the Right Thing's cast and crew populate throughout the film, in a wonderfully meta meshing of creative outputs and social commentaries. One of the most interesting factors of the song's legacy and longevity is its pervading censorship. It is a gargantuan task to find a published uncensored version of the song. From vinyls to cassette tapes, CDs to Spotify streams, you will constantly find yourself up against censorship and clunky clean copies. Hip-hop heads have been bemoaning this online since 2007, and I was so fascinated by this phenomenon, I even requested my tutor listen to his copy for clarity. Despite a little Mandela effect confusion, he confirmed it is, in fact, censored. Cheers, Pete. Trawling through Spotify's versions was a dejecting task, but proved quite conclusively the lack of swearing outside of Do the Right Thing published versions of the song. For a song so controversial in content and commentary, it seems trivial to censor what they do.
Elvis was a hero to most, but Elvis was a hero to most. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant to me. Yes, he's straight out racist. The sucker was simple and plain. Motherfucking in John Wayne.
According to the British Board of Film Classification, a film can be ranked as low as 12A under the following circumstances. Moderate language is allowed. The use of strong language, for example, fuck, must be infrequent. At 2 counts in a whole song, the language is undeniably infrequent. So what has caused all the hubbub? There are many theories as to the song censorship. The piece samples a reported 21 artists. It is entirely possible that among those 21 and innumerable record deals, managers, labels and other entities, someone, somewhere posed a problem. That seems unlikely, however, due to the song's continued use and association with not only cursing, but racialized violence. It seems, therefore, more likely that the release of Do the Right Thing and the subsequent backlash and controversy caused record labels, perhaps even Public Enemy's label Def Jam, to pull back. Of course, the language is hardly the most controversial factor in the song. Its constant call to rebellion, to action, to fighting the powers that oppress us is a direct spit in the face of the institutions that have historically maintained the status quo. While the song could not be censored entirely, rebranded as a pro-government police anthem, there is a level of power that could still be exerted over the music, and it is just as likely that this censorship, with no clear or definitive reason to be found, came as a reminder of who is really in charge, instead of any kind of artistic pushback.
It goes further than Academy Awards. It has to go back to the gatekeepers.
Studios.
Yes, the people who had the green light vote. Have you seen Hamilton yet?
I have seen Hamilton.
You know the song, You Gotta Be in the Room?
Yeah.
We're not in the room. We are not in the room.
The film asks us to think critically and encourages debate as to whether Mookie really did do the right thing. Fight the Power does the same. With introspective lyricism, declarations of morality and belonging, and callbacks to black history in an act of rebellion and rising up rather than rejection, the song is arguably one of the most powerful of a generation. The song's use in the film is a direct call to action and one that cannot be ignored. Without Fight the Power, who knows what Do the Right Thing may be?